And if I vibe with you, obviously I'm gonna follow. These all things build a deep connection. Hi guys, I'm Anastasiia. I'm the founder of Ermaagain Agency, and today we're gonna be talking about 4 formats which actually gonna bring you new followers. First format is honestly my favorite, and I already have a couple of girls from a mentoring program who grew because of this format. And it's a green screen. And I would say green screen becomes a classic format, and actually it works for any niche. Honestly, if you're a stylist and in general, like if you're into fashion, right, you can give your opinion about like this or that collection, what to purchase, talk about your wish lists, talk about what to buy. You can do wardrobe curation, things you like and you don't like, things you're gonna wear, you're not gonna wear, things you're gonna buy, you're not gonna buy, and the list is endless. And basically I would say green screen is kind of like the format based on the idea. And in general, I would say this is such a comfortable format because, let's face it, you don't really need like anything, to be honest, to create this format. If you have aesthetic apartment or you don't have aesthetic apartment, because anyway you're going to be cut out, so nobody will see actually what's going on behind you. The only thing you need is a bunch of Pinterest pictures, a little bit time to research and to find all these pictures and prepare a script. And maybe a good lighting also is going to be a plus. And personally, I'm obsessed with this format as well. It's super easy to watch, and especially when people keep it short, up to like 30 seconds, 35 seconds. It's really nice and you want to rewatch it. My favorites are definitely something more creative and more negative, I would say. So for example, instead of watching what to buy, I would definitely watch something what I shouldn't buy or what's not trendy anymore, right? And when we're talking about something more creative, for example, I really enjoy watching where people talk about stuff they would buy, which has like a high checks, right? Something like unusual, weird, how people would decorate their flats, what kind of jewelry they would buy if like money doesn't matter, maybe reviewing celebrities' outfits, or maybe giving an idea of hotels as well. For example, like all the hotels I stayed in my life or boutique hotels I stayed in, and then you would use basically like their pictures, right? And you would give your opinion. So I think like this is such a nice format, to be honest, to give your opinion first of all, to review something. And as I said, you don't really need to have actual content. You can take something from Pinterest, from internet in general, and just like give your opinion based on that. But why this format is good? It's not a secret anymore. To grow now on social media, you really need to talk, right? Everyone enjoys chatty videos, and that's a shortcut to kind of like get to know you, get to know your personality. And in the end of the day, we choose people by vibe, right? And if I vibe with you, if I see you like chatting about this and that, obviously I'm gonna follow. And if I see just aesthetic video with a hook, I will think about it, right? So if you want to grow, definitely try talking formats. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later. But coming back to green screens, because you're talking, people already understand your vibe, your personality, your opinion, your preferences as well. Tone of voice is really important. And I know people have this kind of like opinion that if you are not expressing yourself loudly, right, if you're not talking loud, if you are not gesticulate a lot, etc., people might not be interested in your content, which I think is wrong, because for everyone there is audience out there. And let's say if you have quiet voice, maybe you even shy a little bit, right, you will have audience 100%. People who just want to have like this meditative vibe on social media, they not really want to scroll a lot, right? So they're gonna go to your page and they will feel grounded there. Or opposite situation, let's say you like expressing yourself, you're very chatty and maybe like loud sometimes, right? And you talk fast. Again, you're gonna have your own audience. People who also maybe like super active, hyperactive in life, right? So your personality really matters. And here is the second format, which is talking videos. Preferably not scripted. So I really enjoy watching, for example, some live updates while people getting ready. It can be like you putting the outfit together or you getting ready in terms of like makeup, right? You're putting the makeup on and just like giving the update about your life, because in the end of the day, we need to keep people in context of your life. So they have to know like your travel plans or maybe like major events, right? If something happened or about to happen. These all things build a deep connection. I would definitely suggest to maybe like have a note with all your thoughts. Let's say you talk to a friend, right? And you discuss such a great topic, maybe even something philosophical or maybe something silly, you know, it doesn't matter at all. Don't forget to write it down, because when you're running out of ideas what to talk about, you can always go to this note and you can just say like, recently I talked to my friend and we discussed this topic, and stay relatable. This is gonna bring you visibility. Your voice is your biggest asset, and a lot of people don't use it for some reason, like they feel shy. And actually, for people who feel still shy to talk to the camera, it's absolutely fine, right? We're not doing public talks every day, or we're not performing on TV, so it's fine that we don't have this experience and maybe we feel lost a little bit, right? And it's hard for us to start doing this format and to kind of like see ourselves and analyze our behavior. So for that, I would definitely recommend to start with recording yourself on a daily basis. If this format is kind of like new to you, just start recording yourself, honestly, every day. Silly moments, like anything, you know, 10 minutes per day, and you will see the difference after like couple of days, couple of weeks, definitely. And also talking about the advantages of this format, it's a shortcut to build a deep connection with your audience. For someone who doesn't like to talk, it's all good. There is a carousel post which is booming right now. Carousel post plus text over. You can tell any story, any experience, anything what you can't say sitting and talking to the camera, you can literally put in the text. This is definitely a format which builds the authority. You can share your opinion, lesson, storytelling, and especially if you're an expert in something. Let's say, for example, my agency, right? We started creating this format, carousel posts, with some advices, locations, and we got 1,500 followers within 2 weeks just because we were posting these carousel posts. And you can even use the pictures you took like ages ago, some aesthetic pictures. You can mix it with Pinterest pictures. This is the format which actually takes less effort and brings a lot of opportunities. So I would say we're slowly transitioning from photo dumps to carousel with the text over. Because if you already understood, all 2026 and I think like next years as well are going to be about personality. It was a great time when we had to walk the streets and just show the outfits, right, to grow our social media, or maybe like post a funny video. But unfortunately now it's not going to bring you that much audience, and especially like your target audience, you know, because don't get me wrong, I have nothing against trends, I have nothing against funny videos as well, but these kind of videos have different purpose, right? They bring visibility, they bring you engagement. But if we're talking about loyal audience, right, community, building the community, we definitely need to find formats or use these formats to build your connection. Last but not least, day in a life. And especially if you have 9 to 5 or some interesting job, you know, if you work as a doctor, if you're building the agency, if you're a lawyer. I think if you don't have a creative job, but you still have this like creativity inside of you, this is the easiest way of how to grow your social media. Just share your daily work, but in a creative way. There is beautiful app which is called 17v28. My friend is the owner, the founder of this app, and they have so many templates there. So even with like the boring pictures, you can literally create such an interesting carousel post. A good way of filming day in a life is definitely mix some lifestyle with work. By the way, if you don't have a work, you can even create a series of videos, fun employed, something like that. Or if you're a student as well, you can show your studies plus lifestyle. But it's crucial to add some context. Maybe make a voiceover, add some text over, subtitles. And people in general don't follow what you do, they follow how you live. And again, if your day looks the same, there is nothing wrong with that. There are a couple of profiles I really love, and these girls build such a great personal brands by showing almost like the same stuff every day. So if you think that your life is boring, trust me, there are so many people out there who are tired of scrolling and watching like new stuff and this like unboxings, unpackings, and only God knows what else. And they just want to find peace, you know, in social media as well, and maybe like feel more relatable, because a lot of people out there, they have like 9 to 5, they have families, maybe they study as well, and that's the beauty of it. I hope it was useful for you, and I'll be creating more videos to inspire you, to give you some ideas, advices. So don't forget to subscribe, check our agency page, and I'll see you soon.